Right, hello and good morning, everybody. Saigan Cat here. Happy 4th of July. Happy birthday, America. America is currently in its terrible twos. Stream is live at everyone. No, that's not true. We got over the terrible twos. We've been through a lot of shit. I'm not trying to make this political. We've been through a lot of shit. There's always some stumbling when you're learning how to walk. Just look at how far we've come in the last 10, 20, 50 years. Yeah, I'm going to stop now. Let's talk about Dragon Quest. That is questionable content. I'm trying to get caught up. I forgot about that webcomic for a few months, and now I'm like, wait, what's going on? Okay, what we are doing... Get out of here. What we are doing is we are mapping out the final floor of Charlotte Castle. Or that's the plan. Continue a quest. I don't know how many people are going to be up this early on a holiday on a Thursday. But we're going to go with it. So, you know, part of me... Wow, Doc, what's up? Doc's up early, too. Samantha Williams. Hello and good morning to Samantha over on YouTube. So I'm kind of torn right now. On the one hand, I could, you know, dive into Charlock again. It's going to be really hard getting B7 mapped out with all the murder. There's a lot of murder down there. So I kind of have half a mind to go and do some leveling instead. And I'm going to show you guys what is considered to be the best and most efficient leveling spot in the game. And I kind of want to do an experiment. When am I going to make a DQ7 guide? If this does really well, I might hold a poll on which Dragon Quest to do next. I have a feeling that the trolls in my chat are going to be like, DQ2! Although DQ7 would be another very interesting choice. Nobody's even suggested that before, Samantha. Hey, we got Gabe in chat. I was tempted to just, like, play Project Gorgon this morning, or continue reading questionable content, or maybe even play some Dusk. And then I was like, alright, I made a promise. Damn. DQ2 is the logical follow-up to this? Yeah. That was, it's past now, but I'm pretty sure that that was Link to the Past. Hi, Kona. Do you want to come back in? She's staring at me through the window. Do you want to come back in? I think I need to let the dog in. I will be right back. Alright, I am back, and now I have an alarm going off. Oh, it's trash day. Or it would be. It would be. Trash doesn't roll out on July 4th. Too much barbecue and explosions. Which I will not be streaming this afternoon, because we are throwing a 4th party. Shannon likes to celebrate the 4th by cooking, like doing up this massive Mexican barbecue, and it's delicious. Okay, so I have an idea. A curiosity, if you will. Timer. We need a timer. We're going to set this timer for 10 minutes. Alright, and we're going to... We're going to set this timer for 10 minutes, and we are going to see how much XP we get in 10 minutes. Alright? Let me open up a notepad. Okay, so currently we have 23,614 as our starting XP. So, for those of you who are either A, unfamiliar with the game, or just B, in general, unfamiliar with this trick, the Axe Knight, who spawns here, will always do so upon entering this tile. So you are guaranteed to fight an Axe Knight. He's not the highest XP yield in the game, but when you have one of the stronger monsters in the game, and you have a guaranteed spot where he will show up, you can just keep activating it. And it's faster to step off of a block and back onto a block than it is to go through your menu and activate the silver harp and wait for the music to play. So, we're going to test this out. We're going to start this timer right now. Let's go. We are going to keep stop spelling because it does take like 3 hits to kill him, and that's a lot of opportunity for him to cast sleep. Aha. In the fan game, Dragon Warrior Classic, the creator of that, Hawkeye, he even put in kind of a nod to this with his own monster that would spawn over and over again. Also very handy. So already, that's a quick 100 XP. We might have made up about the same amount as killing a metal slime in that time, without having to wander around looking for metal slimes and without constantly missing them or having them run away. I'm wondering if 10 minutes was too long of a timer to run on this. Might have been a bit much. We probably could have gone with 5 to get a good XP per minute ratio. No! Now, the tricky thing about an experiment like this is that this really only counts for where I am at level 19 wearing the best gear. In a couple of levels, that might change. Like, you know, as you get stronger, your XP per minute here is going to get better and better. Stop spell not working. Sucks. Okay. But worth it. RPG Rusty. Hey man, how's it going? Are you rusty at RPGs? Yeah, herb. Oh, you never got very far in Link to the Past? Link to the Past, I think, is very much worth playing, Gabe. It's not my favorite Zelda. It doesn't even rank on my list of favorite Zeldas. But it is really good, and it is worth playing. Personally, I feel Link's Awakening is better. I don't know if that's the nostalgia talking or not. I've never, like, really sat down and critiqued a Zelda game. I always just kind of played them until that one on the Wii came out. Skyward Sword, and then I got really irritated with game design in that one. Just not as good as I wanted it to be. I don't know if we're going to be even out here for 10 minutes before we have to go back. 5 minutes might be better. Did I stop spell? Doesn't matter. He's gonna die. All right, we're gonna watch the clock, and we're gonna go off of 5 minutes. I don't think that this is sustainable for 10. What's my favorite Zeldas? Wind Waker is my favorite. I really liked Wind Waker. Link's Awakening. Holy shit, I loved Link's Awakening. Link's Awakening is probably the one that I've played the most. Like, I lost track of how many times I beat that game. On road trips, that game was my savior. I would play through the game, beat it, and then I'd delete my save file, and then I'd play through it again. And this would happen multiple times over, like, a weekend. If we were going to, like, the grandparents for Thanksgiving and staying for the weekend or something. Just Link's Awakening over and over and over and over again. All the way until Pokemon came out. Okay, so let's call that 6 minutes. How much XP are we at now? 24,046. I'm just going to bust out a calculator because I don't feel like embarrassing myself by getting math wrong right now. Also, it's not even 7 o'clock yet, so I hope nobody's judging me too harshly. So we gained 432 XP. In 5 minutes, 49 seconds. Just to make sure we don't have any weirdness, we're just going to convert that to seconds. So, 349 seconds. Well, that's more than an XP per second. $432 divided into 349. That's 1.23 XP per second. Multiply that by 60, and that is 74 XP per minute. At level 19, Axe Knight. 150 per minute? Yeah, that's a bit off. Because it takes about, what, 45 seconds to kill one? And that'll speed up as we no longer have to use the thing. Also, that number is going to drop as soon as we have to make our first run back to Breckenary to rest up. So that's not a perfect number. It will drop from there just because of MP. Once we're at the point where we no longer have to cast sleep and we can just one-shot this guy, it'll be much, much, much faster. You have yet to buy anything on the summer sale. Dusk! Get Dusk! Get Dusk and a Medieval. I think they're actually bundled together. Dusk is never on sale. I want to go lay down. I already gave you attention. So actually, now that we have that number, we can get a pretty good idea. So it's 4,000 to level now. At about 74 XP per minute. So about an hour per level using this method. Because that comes out to 54 minutes. You know, throw in the time it takes to travel to cast return to Breckenary and come back. It's about an hour to level. And that'll speed up. So I'm guessing straight grinding 10 hours to go from 20 to 30. Probably faster than that. I get the appeal of Dusk and Medieval, but FPS is so hard for me to do with my eyes. I usually only bother with them for multiplayer. Oh. Do you have a hard time with your vision? Because the multiplayer in Dusk is, like, absurdly fast. You thought I said, medieval? No. Would it be faster to grind somewhere else until you can one-shot the knight? Excellent question, Kunst. So, here is my suspicion on that. And let's test that. You know, this is an excellent time to test that. The bonus to fighting the knight is that we get an encounter every 2 steps. Let's see if the enemies outside of Hawksness are one-shottable, because they're certainly not going to be one-shottable in here. Could you stop it, Star Wyvern? Stop spell. I don't think they're going to be, because we're still going to run into Demon Knights. My right eye fucks me up with all the motion in FPS, so I need to wear an eye patch. Then I can't see the whole screen at once, which I guess could be alleviated with a smaller screen. You could also, yeah, you could, use a smaller screen and then increase the FOV so that you're not missing out on any visual information. But yeah, Dusk is so fast, so fast. If you go from playing Dusk to playing Quake, like, my Quake gameplay increased tenfold just from playing Dusk online. Because it's so much faster. Trying to hit somebody with the hunting rifle in Dusk is so hard. But, like, once you start doing it, tagging somebody with the railgun in Quake becomes like way easier. There's also, I noticed there's an FPS trainer on Steam. I've been kind of tempted in grabbing that. But at the same time, like, how much better can it make you compared to just playing and getting the experience? It feels to me like they're just trying to sell a fake shortcut when the real trick to getting good is just putting in the work. All right, so let's go down here. Let's test this, because the enemies over here are going to be stronger than the ones over by Remoldar. All right, so this is the Domdora test. Our start XP is 24280. And we are going to, this time we're just going to set a 5-minute timer. All right, let's test it. Oh, was Brock pretty good at CSGO? Or I guess it would have just been CS back then, huh? I've never been good at Counter-Strike. Ever. Deserts have the highest encounter rates. We're going to hang out here. This is what I was worried about. Like, for a little while there, it was looking real nice, and then we hit that slump where we weren't getting attacked by anything. There could be an argument made about using the Silver Harp to guarantee encounters, but in practice, I don't feel like the Silver Harp is actually that fast. Also, having the Silver Harp means you're not doing as much damage as you could be, because you got to trade it in if you want to get Erdrick's Sword, which is going to add like another 20 to your attack power. He used to get banned from servers for cheating. He never cheated. Dude, yeah, being at all decent at Counter-Strike back in the day meant you better be hosting your own server, because everyone else was just going to ban you. Aimbots, wall hacks, aimbots and wall hacks. I like them both, but like, I don't know, there's something about RPGs, especially since starting the channel, I don't actually find them to be that relaxing. I don't know. It's frustrating sometimes leaving your fate up to a die roll that you can't even see. So I play like really fast-paced shooters that are very challenging to relax instead. I don't know what it is. I can just zone out when playing one. I don't have to think about it. Like, they're not brainless, they're meditative. What about Phantasy Star Online, Doc? I can leave my fate in the hands of a die roll I can't see, or I can leave my fate in the hands of a game I can't see. That's fair. That makes sense. And RPG gaming seems to really be where it's at for the vision impaired. Like, I have a cousin who's legally blind, so, you know, really low-res RPGs like this are really easy for him to play and see what's going on. MUDs are an excellent choice. You only played PSO offline on GameCube? Did you enjoy it? Ooh, yeah, I like Tetris to relax also. I can just kick back and play Tetris to relax for hours. Is it not relaxing to you, Doc? Oh my god, the stress just disappears while I'm playing Tetris. All right, and that's it. Good timing. Oh my god, it's so loud. Okay, so our end XP was 2477.7. So calculator 24777 subtract 24280. We made 497 XP. In 5 minutes, which is 300 seconds. 497 divided by 300, 1.65 times 60, 99 XP per minute. So, Kunst, you were right, man. So we're going to want to test this about every level until we find that little hump where it becomes faster to do the Axe Knight. And I think that once it does become faster to do the Axe Knight, we're going to see a major jump in how fast we level. So let's see. So 4,000 divided by 99. This is closer to 40 minutes per level. Wrath of the Lich King heroics? Yeah. Once we got it down, it was very relaxing. I don't think Cataclysm heroics were ever relaxing. Especially that boss in the stables that needed all of the interrupts. He was never relaxing. Okay, so let's do this until level 20, and then let's revisit. Would my cousin love FF Tactics? I don't know. I would have to ask him. He was an RPG. He's definitely an RPG fan. He has a copy of Suikoden too. But his visions also continued to go since then. He was a big WoW fan also, but his vision deteriorated to the point. What he was doing was he just kept dropping the resolution. And it hit a point that even with the lowest possible resolution in WoW, it hit a point where he couldn't read anymore. Bigger screen would help a bit for some games. Maybe. But bigger screen really only matters depending on how close you're sitting to it. And he was having to sit really close to the screen just so he could read things. So I don't know that a bigger screen is going to help with anything aside from letting him sit further back. Or he's just going to have to move his head more. But I know that MUDs are fairly popular among blind gamers, and the mark of a quality MUD is something that a screen reader can handle. Ugh. Oh, this is totally Mega Man. You can tell from the choo, choo, choo. What? Or apparently it's Final Fantasy VI with a bunch of Mega Man's sound effects. Whatever. Darn remixes. Speaking of MMOs that are rewarding with progression. Dude, the fight against Kefka would have been so much easier if Mega Man were there. If you had X with the Hadouken. Holy crap. That RNG, man. Well, in fairness, Kunst, there was a bunch of Mega Man music in that remix. God. You know, the other bonus to this is we're staying pretty well healed thanks to our Erdrick armor. Oh yeah, speaking of MMOs that are rewarding, I've been playing a lot of Project Gorgon lately, and I have been enjoying the crap out of that. The starting area is like one of the best starting areas that I've ever played. The game does not hold your hand. There's a tab in your quest log for just taking notes. And holy crap, if I haven't been using it. Like, there's riddles and things. It makes you feel like you're Bilbo. Because you actually solve the riddles. You don't talk to an NPC to solve the riddle. You solve it after exploring and finding weird scrolls that have notes that are pertinent to your quest on there. But those notes don't go into your quest log. You have to jot them down yourself. Anyways, I feel the need to shill this game whenever I get the opportunity. It has a free demo on Steam, and it's a very meaty demo. And you can transfer your character over to full game when you purchase it. It's buy to play. And still in beta, and oh, so good. There's like over 100-something skills in it already, because they didn't build the game around, you know, do the, like, linear quest progression. There's no linear quest progression. Most of the time, you log in and you look at your quest log and you're like, I don't even know where to start with this. And just completing any quest usually turns into a research process. Nope, there is no sub for that. It's a buy-to-play game. It's usually $40. I think it's $30 right now on summer sale. It has a demo. The demo allows you access to the first several zones, and it allows you to level up any skills that you may obtain in that time, up to 20. There's no class system. Yeah, definitely, Doc. Definitely check it out. And just, you know, play it going in with the mindset that it's not going to hold your hand. It's not like, I wouldn't say that it's hard. It expects you to play the game yourself. Kona, I'm not putting you out again. You want to go outside every time you hear or see something from the window, and then you go outside to investigate, and then you come back in. And we're not playing that game. But yeah, free demo. No reason not to check it out. If it's not your thing, I will understand that it's not your thing, because it harkens back to an old age of MMOs. And depending on what your expectation is for when you play an MMO, like if you're used to modern ones, Project Gorgon is either going to be a breath of fresh air, or B, like the most distasteful thing that you've ever touched. It's being made by just 2 people, I think. They worked on Asheron's Call. You're welcome. Look me up if you try it out. I'm also Saigan on that as well. I'm a Rakshasa. Not a cat person. Except they're apparently not cats. See, I never played Asheron's Call. The first MMO that I played was Final Fantasy XI. What's an MMO without Saigan? I'm going to warn you now, I'm not a tank. Right now, so my highest skill level in the game is as a bard. And you're going to like this. A lot of the skills in the game, like even non-combat skills, will give your combat skills bonus levels. Metal Slime! Die? No. The attack failed and there was no loss of hit points. So you can have 2 attack skills equipped at any one time. So you can mix and match. So you can be like, yeah, I'm going to be sword and shield, or I'm going to be sword and fire magic, or, you know, I'm going to be mentalism, which is basically psionics, and unarmed. So you can mix and match your combat skills and just kind of play the character however you want. So right now, I picked up the animal handling skill, so I can keep pets now. Like a ranger in WoW, but I'm also a bard, so I can buff them. There's no LFG system. There are dailies, apparently, but I haven't done any dailies yet, because apparently you want to be, like, bare minimum level 30 for them. I do mean like a huntard, except... No, I leave my pet on aggressive in Project Gorgon. But also, so far I've been solo. I've been soloing this entire time. There was one boss that I did group up for. Oh man, speaking of that, the bosses in the game, like the first boss that you can encounter, like a proper boss that you should do in a group, the punishment for death in the game isn't really all that high. And in fact, you even gain XP for dying. You gain XP for everything in this game. The first boss of the game will curse you if he kills you. And there is no cure for that curse aside from killing him. He makes your head too big to wear a helmet. So if you want to wear a helmet, you're going to have to eventually group up and kill him again, because that curse is going to be there forever. So there's like semi-permanent punishments for failure. Every NPC in the game is essentially a faction of their own because they have friendship levels, and dependent on your friendship level with them will make different quests available, different skill training available. Even things in their shop. Like I recently became good enough friends with an early equipment shopkeeper. And now I can actually consign things in his store instead of just selling them. I can use him kind of like a set price auction house. Turn up the music. All right, I'll mute myself and crank this. Just for you, Doc. Okay. We back. Yeah, that was a pretty good remix. Nah, it's cool. FF4 is a fun game. I get it. I did really enjoy going back and playing FF4 this past year. It is a beautiful train wreck. Like, I really liked it when I first played it, and then I got more critical of games, and for a long time there I was like, FF4 is not that great. And then I played it again this past year. I was like, okay, FF4 is like stupidly fun. It's a guilty pleasure Final Fantasy. You know what would also speed this up? Holy shit, I just realized. I'm not playing on the fastest message speed. Let's fix that. Oh shit, we got a level. Is it a good level? No, it's a boring level. But we also level 20 now. Yeah, get hype. The pacing in it is good. I will agree. Kain is a very useful character to have on your party. As a character, Kain is kind of a derp. Oh no, you've been playing the PC DS version? God, that version is so freaking hard. I like it, but holy crap, you really have to be in like the right mindset for it. Whoops. $82, $88, $124, $128. And I think that's it for spells. There's nothing left, I don't think. Bought it the day it came out for the DS, and the chibi hurt you so much I barely played. What? I like the art design in that version of the game. I went back and played the American SNES release not that long ago. It was fun. We might as well stock up on herbs while we're here. The DS graphics are really bad stretched out on a monitor. Oh, yeah, I guess I can imagine. I can see that. Oh man, Maple Story. Sorry, I'm going back through chat. I couldn't get into the original Maple Story. I was really enjoying Maple Story 2 for like a week. And then I stopped enjoying Maple Story 2. No reason. It just like... There was no... Felt like there wasn't any meat to the game. Like, there's a lot to do there. I can see it being fun as, like, a social game. Man, just didn't hold me. The fishing's not good enough in it. Which, actually, that is my biggest complaint about Project Gorgon. The fishing in Project Gorgon is not good. There's a fishing skill, but fishing in the game currently consists of go underwater and grab it by the hand. Or grab it by the fin. I suspect that'll get updated later. The game's in beta, so... Yep. Okay, so next level is at 30,000 XP. And I think that that's going to be consistent. All the way up. So we need 4,000 across 10 more levels. So we need 40,000 XP. At about 100 XP per minute. So that brings us closer to 6.5 or 7 hours. And again, the XP is just going to speed up. I don't feel like it's actually going to take that much time to get to 30. Because every level, it's going to speed up a little bit. You did the math wrong, though, Doc, because I've already put in a lot of that time. I'm already at 26,000, and I can get some of the best XP in the game already. Okay. So we are going to reset, and we're going to speed up the message speed, and that will also help. Also, just in case. So next big stat gain we get, we'll try Axe Knight leveling again. Oh, look at how much faster that goes by. Shit, we're going to save so much time. Sounds kind of like Phantasy Star Universe linear line. Don't know why anyone would take the time to remix anything from that, though. Yeah, no, okay. I have no idea what game this is from. Because it's from, like, a full album that looks like somebody did. I don't know. Let's check the link. Primary game awesome from Psygnosis in 1990 on the Amiga. Well, that's why I don't know it. I never had an Amiga. That age of computer gaming, I largely missed. I didn't get in... We had an Apple II, and I did some gaming on it, but I didn't get into actual gaming on PC until we had a 386. Could you not, Wraith? Please? Yeah, I never had a Commodore 64, so I missed out on a lot of great games on that, I'm sure. Yeah, I've played Kung Fu. I think I've played Karateka. But honestly, that one was so long ago, like, I don't know if I'm just misremembering it. Metal Slime! One. He's sticking around, though. Two. Three. Oh, he ran away. Damn it! The other bonus to grinding here is eventually we will get our metal slime kill. Maybe. What am I doing? Just hit him. Just stab him in his face. Didn't play anything older than Doom and Wolfenstein. Oh no! You missed out on Commander Keen. Oh, you did play some Commander Keen? Okay, good. I was gonna say, missed out. That was a fun game. I only ever played episode 1 and just the shareware bit. Played a lot of Carmen Sandiego. Your family was uber religious, so you had to sneak Doom gameplay, but I did play loads of Keen 1 and Keen 4. Dude, so I would make the argument that playing Doom is about the most, like, Doom Guy is a righteous Catholic man. I feel there's an argument that can be made there. Lots and lots of Where in Time. I didn't play too much Where in Time. I played a lot of Where in the USA and Where in the World. Ah, dick. Dick! You know, I don't think I've ever gotten a metal slime kill on video since I started this channel in DQ1. Don't think it's ever actually happened. The whole "but I'm killing demons" thing didn't work with my parents for Diablo. Aww. It worked with my parents for Wolfenstein. We don't like how violent this is, but they're Nazis. Like, big sigh. They walk away. I was like, yes! I can't believe that worked. Will you quit grumbling at me, Kona? Fine, I'll put you out. God, all we're doing right now is grinding anyways. Hang on, guys. Back. Oh, your parents were fine with Duke Nukem, but not Diablo? What? That's weird. That's like really weird. I'm sorry about all the noise. Spider-Man is falling off my headphone cable. We had to turn the kid mode on in Duke Nukem. There's a kid mode in Duke Nukem? I do have a Spider-Man on my headphone cable. Hang on, I'll turn on the webcam. Do I have the webcam on here? I don't. I can add it. Oh wait, no, it's not even plugged in right now. Can be. Maybe. There it is. Video capture device. There it is, Logitech webcam. All right. Hey, what's up? Yeah, so, boom. I had a little Spider-Man hanging from it. Perry got it for me. It's great. Also, check out what the kids got me for, or what Caden got me for Father's Day. You have died of dysentery shirt. Okay. Back to game. We can remove that. There we go. Remember the strippers that turned into aliens in kid mode? They were aliens that popped out of literally nowhere. I got Mortal Kombat 3 on PC. We could only play with blood turned off. I had to do that also. Oh, my mom was so pissed off when I grabbed Mortal Kombat 3. Because she, you know, I'd saved up my money. And she's like, yeah, go buy a game from EB, Electronics Boutique, before they, you know, did their whole GameStop weird merger thing. Before they were glorified Spencers. And they let me buy Mortal Kombat 3 on the Genesis. She was so mad. She made me bring the game back to the store to return it. And they're like, we don't do returns. Oh, she was so mad. Then she went to the store to demand a return. They flat out turned her down. She didn't let me play that game for like 2 weeks, and eventually I was able to convince her, like, just let me play the game. There's a code to turn off the blood. And she's like, that is the only way you're going to get to play this game. Audio sync on the webcam was way off. Yes! Yes, it was. That is because there is a video delay on the capture card for the game consoles that I use. So I have added an artificial delay to the microphone to make sure that my audio is synced up with the Elgato video. And I do not have any kind of video delay on the webcam, so my audio would have been like a full second or two behind. But that's why. Do you guys see that, speaking of Wolfenstein and blood being illegal in Germany, did you see that they're making an amendment to their law about not showing any Nazi symbolism? They are making a point that it will be okay to show so long as it is of artistic value. And the first thing that looks like is going to, you know, get given this artistic value is Wolfenstein Youngblood. So there might actually be a Wolfenstein game coming out in Germany that hasn't had like all the Nazi stuff removed. It's really interesting. Am I going to be replaying Dragon Quest XI on the Switch? Yes. And I'll be doing it in the 16-bit mode. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a really good port. Oh my god. Forgot about the worst part of grinding in this game. The grinding. This is going to be the hardest part of the guide. This is just getting to 30. One. Two. Three. Four. It happened! Also, they only have 4 HP? Wow. $115. All right. Well, I'm glad that mixed things up. We got a metal slime to make things interesting. Dweller in Shadow says you get lots of metal slimes on the way to 30 when your attack power gets higher than their defense and you start one-shotting them. That's a thing that actually happens? What is their defense power? No, I have not beaten the Dragon Lord yet, Shihali. It does in DQ1. I did not know that. Thank you, Dweller. Now, we started mapping out B7 yesterday, and then it was, like, too hot and I couldn't focus. And then thinking about it, it's like, there's a lot of red dragons and red knights down there. So I thought it might be prudent to get some more levels before setting to mapping out B7. Because mapping is just, it's... I was spending almost half of my MP just getting to B7. I could just run from everything and treat it like a proper dive. Not what their exact defense value is, but I do remember one-shotting them when I did the level 30 thing as a kid. Interesting. Well, we'll see if it happens on the road to 30. Sounds familiar too. What is this? Hey! Final Fantasy XI! Okay. That's why. Well, I'd imagine. I can't imagine grinding to 30 without Erdrick's sword. See, I would have guessed that their defense would be like 255, and I don't see your attack power hitting 255. Ice King says, I thought it was DQ2 because they have 180 defense in 2. Well, we're going to find out, so it's a nice thing about doing this. We can check up on all these things that we may or may not remember. Get out of here, Demon Knight. Ah, those guys are jerks. Oh, hi, Kona. Are you ready to come back in? Wow. Are you a pig? Why are you making that noise? Just snort at me? Okay, I need to let the dog back in. All right, we're back. I think speedrunners grind on the X-Knight and Hawksness, which cuts down on walking around time between encounters, but gets very boring. So, before you logged in, and back when I was level 19, I tested it to see the average XP per minute. And we're clocking in at about 74 XP per minute on the Axe Knight, but 99 XP per minute grinding out here in Domdora. So at level 19, it was actually faster to grind right here. And I think that that's twofold. One, we're killing the enemies faster. We can just spam attack because we don't have to worry about anything sleeping us. And on top of that, we're taking little enough damage that we're being kept alive by Erdrick's armor. So we don't have to make any trips back to Breckenary. I'm expecting that at a certain point, Axe Knight will take over for getting to level 30, but for getting to 21, I don't think that grinding on the Axe Knight is the best way anymore. Yeah, at level 21, I'm going to make another test. See if it's still faster to just grind here. Let's see. This is from Phantasy Star 4, Shihali. Wow, I didn't pick it. It's been a long time since I played FF4. Oh yeah, definitely looking forward to Builders 2. And I got the 12th off, so I'll be playing Builders 2 all of next weekend. And I will be streaming it. Hope to see you guys there. Oh no, you don't have a PS4 or a Switch, Dweller? Did Square Enix put out a special edition on their website at all for Builders 2? Yeah, Builders 2 is also going to Switch. Agreed, Shihali. PS4 is one of the best 16-bit RPGs. It's up there with like Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger. It's so good. that's another one like DQ3 that's like, it's fine on its own and it's really good on its own, but it's so much better if you've played Phantasy Stars 1, 2, and 3, because it ties them all together so nicely. Really? I would rate it above Chrono Trigger and Earthbound. You guys know how I feel about Earthbound. No special edition on Odyssee's site. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh. Stand still. No! What? We haven't been put to sleep by a Magiwyvern this whole morning. Yeah, so I'll probably play it first on PS4 and just grab the digital edition so I can start playing it first thing. I still don't get why people like FF6 so much. Yeah, it's good, but I think it's overrated. Chrono Trigger is definitely better in my opinion. You gotta flip that for me. I feel like Chrono Trigger is overrated. It's an excellent game, but it's overrated. Like, it's much more deserving of all the love it gets than Final Fantasy VII is, for example. I think Chrono Trigger is definitely better than FF7. I definitely think it stands among giants, but I feel like it's not the best RPG of the era. I think that would go to either PS4 or FF6. Agreed, Shihali. FF6 is better at tear-jerking and has more content. And the fact that it becomes an open world in the latter half of the game definitely helps. And you have so much freedom in the second half of the game. It also never really feels like... So at the beginning of the game, for the first half of the game, you kind of feel like Terra's the main character, right? And then the more people who get added to your group, the less you feel like there is a main character. All of the characters in FF6 are the stars of their own story. And almost all of them have full and developed character arcs. DQ5 is a bit early. The more I think about it, the more I think DQ5 fits better with A tier than B tier. Oh, yeah, for sure. DQ5 is just the beast of the game. Unfortunately, we didn't get it here in the West, so most people don't consider it. Hell, when I think about DQ5, I don't think about the Super Nintendo version of the game. I think about the DS version. A few years ago, I concluded that if the main character is the one whose story is being told, the main character is Kefka. That's a good point. Because he doesn't start off... yeah, he starts off as a villain, but for the first half of the game, you don't really think that he's going to be the final boss. Like, you think that Leo... Maybe, what's his name? The Emperor guy. You think he might be? And then all of that stuff that happens at the midway point is just so good. That's why the party doesn't need a main character leader. They're held together by Kefka. That's a great way of putting it, Shihali. Well said. Gestalt? That sounds right. I was getting confused because I'm pretty sure like Gestalt or Gestalt was another character in another RPG. So that sounds right, Dweller. All right, Doc. Good seeing ya. Have a great day. Metroid? Bounty of a Brain? Yeah, Metroid. See, what quality of life feature? Ah, Ice King, thanks for the follow. So, Jose over on YouTube says that even though the FF6 remaster on Steam has terrible art, it adds some nice quality of life features. What are those? I saw the art and never picked it up because the art looks terrible. Oh, it has an auto battle feature? That would actually be really useful. Although FF6 wasn't too hard to get that set up in anyways, because you could edit your windows in FF6 and then just use a controller with auto fire. Has a journal system and a bestiary. Those are nice. Those are nice additions. He uses the new GBA translation. That was a good translation. There was a bit of weirdness with the GBA version, but I thought it was a really good release. This was the first time I beat the game, actually, was on the GBA. I didn't have a Super Nintendo growing up. I had a Genesis. So usually if I was playing Super Nintendo games, it was at a friend's house. Yeah, there was, I think Realm had a game-breaking bug in the original release that they got patched out for the GBA release. There was one monster that if you tried painting it, it would just break the game. Rumors of that were going around when you were a kid. Yeah, they exist. They exist. There was some weirdness in that game. Once Perry is done with school and her evenings are completely freed up, I would love to do a playthrough of FF6 with Perry. Because I think she would really enjoy that one. She doesn't hate Final Fantasy. She's enjoyed what she played of 9. She was enjoying Final Fantasy 15. She just really didn't like 7. And that is because 7 is not that great of a game. I said it again! Yeah, with lines like that, when they change them, like, I get why they change them, but I don't think that it's always the best choice, because a lot of people... I feel like the updates aren't for fans of the game, but to try and get new people playing it. You know, like Spoony Bard. Spoony Bard is a terrible, terrible line. We all love it because we all had the same reaction to it as children. Like, what? Spoony Bard? Spoony Bard? And it's a meme now. But if you were to have somebody now play Final Fantasy IV, would you want them to play the original translation or would you want them to play the good one? It also has new in-game portraits and interaction indicators like in DQ. Oh, okay. Maybe. Can you still play it co-op? Like, can you set up a second input device for player 2 and assign them characters? No, they changed up Spoony Bard to something different in the GBA release of FF4. Like, it's still a weird line, but it's not the same. You didn't try? Okay. To me, FF6 has always been a... multiplayer game, because that's how I played it growing up, was playing player 2 at friends' houses. Oh, they kept it on PSP? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they changed it on the GBA. I might be misremembering. Hey, we're almost level 21. Almost there. Three more XP. Small level up again. Okay. Oh, 85, 90, whoops. 85, 90, 134, 135. And I'm pretty sure it will be 34,000 to our next level. Let's take a swing at the Axe Knight and see how many hits it takes to kill him now. I'm feeling we have a strong possibility for 2 hits. I haven't gotten into Etrian Odyssey. I hear that they would definitely be my thing. It sounds like they've done a great job of modernizing, like, the wizardry mechanics and style, which has me really interested because I want to like wizardry, but it's just so fucking clunky. Like, out of all of the old RPGs I've tried to go back and play, wizardry is the hardest one to get back into. I played 7 when I was a kid, and I think child Saigan had much more patience than adult Saigan. Okay. So pretty much all of the enemies out there we're killing in 2 hits. If we can kill the Axe Knight in 2 hits, he is officially going to be the best XP. So let's just try. We'll do this without stop spell first. I feel good about this. Well, hang on. That was 37 plus 22. That was 59? Is he really that weak? Ooh. Ooh. The other problem with doing just Axe Knight is we don't take enough steps to really keep ourselves healed. 25. 57. So he's like just about dead. Yeah. Still alive. Does he just have that big of a range? Or can I not math? This might be an issue of Saigan not mathing correctly. 59 is within conventionally predicted variance for Axe Knights. Really? I feel like if we don't have to take the time to stop spell, this is worth it. Okay, alright, I can see the XP flooding in now. Except not now. No, but he's not damaging us that much anymore. Which also helps. This might be optimal. I don't see it being optimal until like level 21 though. I don't know, maybe it's better at 19 with a better name for attack power. Some more Metroid. That's true. I imagine at 19, because with the right name at 19, you have a pretty good chance of taking out the Dragon Lord. By 21, any name has a good chance of taking out the Dragon Lord. Yeah, look at how quick this is going now. Just 2 levels later. And we are cleaning his clock. Man, he has a wide range of possible hit points. Okay. I am going to be ending the stream here. I got to get Perry up and awake so we can start getting ready for our party. Anybody who hops on Project Gorgon may see me on, because I'm going to be on that briefly while Perry is going through her waking up process. It's a long process. Not a morning person. My math said 57 to 75 for Axe Knights. The standard belief is they spawn with anything between 75 to 100% of their maximum HP. Oh. Okay, so that explains why I found one who only had 59 HP, but I very often fight them with closer to 70. That seems like a really big range, but that makes sense. Yep, it's going to be 34,000 to reach the next level. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. You'll definitely see me this weekend. Saturday morning. Strong likelihood Saturday morning. Possibly tomorrow evening. All right. See you all later.